Star Wars Outlaws is the game that keeps giving. Ubisoft has now responded to backlash surrounding the fact that they have paywalled a Jabba the Hutt mission in their first season pass for the upcoming game. Before we get to this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at the Trent Report. Wrote this up over at thatparkplace.com. And an Ubisoft spokesman has indeed responded to the backlash regarding the fact that they have paywalled a Jabba the Hutt mission for their season pass. So on the game's official website, it details that players who purchase the season pass, quote, unlock 2 additional narrative expansions coming after launch, a day 1 exclusive mission with Jabba, and additional cosmetics for Kay and Nix. Specifically discussing the Jabba mission, the website reads, Justice K is putting together a crew for the Canto Bite heist. She receives a job from Jabba the Hutt himself. Turns out that ND5 owes Jabba a debt from years ago, and he has come to collect. The decision to lock the Jabba the Hutt mission behind the season pass has been heavily criticized. Eric Kane wrote on X, Ubisoft just openly embracing the dark side. We also had this user here, Kara Mungeon, responding to coverage of the mission being locked behind the season pass from Insider Gaming, saying if this turns out to be the case, then I've completely lost all interest in this game. This is just so unnecessary, man. Reeks of greed. Obviously, I'm just sharing 2 examples, but there were plenty of other other people not happy that this mission was being put behind a season pass. But we do have this response from an Ubisoft spokesman telling IGN this: to clarify, Jabba the Hutt and the Hutt Cartel are one of the main syndicates in Star Wars Outlaws and will be part of the experience for everyone who purchases the game, regardless of edition. So I guess there's the assumption that Jabba the Hutt was only going to be behind the paywall due to how it reads on the website. However, they're saying that Jabba the Hutt and the Hutt Cartel are going to be featured in the game, regardless of whether or not you buy this season pass or what edition of the game you purchase. However, it confirms that the Jabba's Gambit mission is an optional additional mission with the Hutt Cartel along Kay and Nix's journey across the Outer Rim. This mission will be available to those who purchase the season pass or an edition of the game, which includes the season pass. So it is indeed being paywalled, and they are confirming that that mission is paywalled. I don't know if that really alleviates any of the concerns that people see with the fact that they were paywalling a mission already with the season pass. Seems like does reek of greed a little bit there, right? They're trying to nickel and dime you for a mission, and they don't really provide you with how entertaining is that mission. Now, how long does it take? What exactly does it do besides I guess, interacting with Jabba the Hutt a little bit? Again, that seems to be the main selling point, but they're also saying that you can already interact with Jabba the Hutt and the Hutt Cartel elsewhere in the game. But this isn't the only controversy that this game has found itself embroiled in. I mean, this game is so dead on arrival, it's not even funny. There's been so many controversies surrounding this game. It's been accused of using bots in order to promote it. Social media analyst and YouTuber Master of the TDS shared on April 8th. Ubisoft has teased a new story trailer will be dropping tomorrow, April 9th, for their upcoming Star Wars game, Star Wars Outlaws. The game is said to be set in a gritty underworld setting, deviating from traditional Jedi-focused Star Wars stories. However, it would seem Disney and Lucasfilm might not be too confident in the game, as the bots are once again out in force, running interference for the game. The bots seem to be claiming that enhanced graphics and NVIDIA's advanced AI technology will make the game worth playing. Will the force be strong with this one? So obviously bots are taking action regarding this game, and specifically the fact that it will be featuring a NVIDIA NVIDIA part. It will be featuring enhanced graphics in NVIDIA's advanced AI technology. Probably the biggest controversy is, or arguably the biggest controversy, I guess, is the game's community manager, Shauna Jones, appeared to have an animus against white men in numerous social media posts. This ex-user Kooks12 shared earlier, I guess, was it this month? I think it was, earlier this month, April 6th there. A number of screenshots of Jones' social media posts. One in January 2020 read, if you're a white dude complaining that diversity being raised is an issue, then people are going to keep raising the lack of diversity until we see change. That crap's got to change, man. In another post in September 2020, she wrote, Love that if you say you're trying to be more body positive, white men assume that you're saying you're fat and tell you to go to the gym. I'm a size 12. Being body positive has nothing to do with weight. She also wrote in July 2020, please don't tell me gender isn't an issue in the games industry when you are a white male. Diversity in general is an issue in the industry. I guess as a white male who is not always represented, it's easier to not know or see the misrepresentation in studios. She also criticized streamer Ninja for not teaching about white privilege on his streams. She wrote in January 2021, Ninja is boasting about his white privilege by doing this. He has the potential to influence millions of kids and chooses to be a sack of beans. Use your platform for good. If you have the opportunity, don't do a ninja. Former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Kern would share a number of other posts from Jones, as well as the ones we just went over. In December 2020, she wrote, Gamer boys ruin online games. In August 2022, she responded to a post about Alan Cudiccio claiming he was he was mistaken for a waiter at Gamescom. Excuse me there. Jones said, this is shameful behavior, proof that we can't make the games industry a safe and inclusive space when the higher ups don't understand the importance of diversity and are all middle-aged white guys. In January 2019, she took issue with the video game Days Gone, writing, I'm enjoying playing Days Gone, but at the same time, the lack of diversity really upsets me. She added in a response to another user, like, even the camps are full of white people. She also took issue with gamers back in 2017. I know the industry itself is maturing, but the gamers, man, they need to sort themselves out. And then in 2019, she also posted, yay, diversity finally, no more middle-aged white men. Clearly revealing that diversity is just code for anti-white. The game has also been criticized for its character design of Kay Vess. So this might be the other arguably biggest controversy. I think these are the two biggest ones, Shauna Jones, and then just the character design in general of Kay Vess. Ex-user Manga Lawyer wrote in March, total video game character assassination by feminist developers, Star Wars Outlaws 2024. He added there, taking all the beautiful models and turning them into chestless Karens, obviously sharing side-by-sides of the model that they use. I think her name is Humberly Gonzalez, I want to say. And the Kay Vess, the character that they created that's supposedly supposed to look like her. Doesn't at all. And then we also had this here from the game's creative director, Julian Garrity. He's described Vess as a much more modern protagonist. In an interview with Game Informer, this is what he said. I think she's a much more modern protagonist than we usually see in games. She's somebody who is very much a street thief who gets thrown into things that are beyond her control and that she kind of has to think her way out of. And that makes it a little bit more relatable than somebody who has all the confidence and sarcasm. It just comes off as somebody who is not believable. So having her relatable in that way was something extremely important for us. He previously told Edge Magazine via Games Radar that his team intentionally tried to make the character more relatable by having her be a rookie. He said that he explained that the team wanted her to be, quote, a little bit more relatable. So they made her, quote, more of a rookie, a petty thief who ends up in a situation that's much bigger than she ever expected. So this game has lots of problems. This Jabba the Hutt mission is just the latest. I can't even imagine what's going to happen once it releases and people find out just what else they've got cooked into this game. It's obviously this game is going to be massively full of propaganda, just based on the fact that they're describing the main character as a much more modern protagonist, and the reason why is because she's a rookie and she's a street thief. Just doesn't really make any sense to me, but that's what they're saying. And when when they're describing a character as modern, it's usually full of all kinds of degenerate propaganda. And so I would not be surprised if this game will serve as a humiliation ritual. It will be an attempt to get people who are like Star Wars to buy this, but actively kind of accept things that they wouldn't probably have accepted 5-10 years ago within the Star Wars world. So I have no intention of playing this. I will keep covering this to cover its demise. I have a pretty good feeling that this game is going to lose Ubisoft lots of money. People are not going to be purchasing this. And it's just going to be a big, giant stinker, probably as big as Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And I will be celebrating it because watching games full of propaganda failing is good. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, but to always speak the truth.